Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Tennis Express. Tennis Express, order today and it ships today. 2021 is shaping up as a bounce-back season for tennis this year. The pandemic shut down the sport, of course, for 6 months last season, and tournament leaders are still trying to figure out how to get things back on track. Tennis, though, is also focusing on how to grow in popularity and become more accessible in a post-pandemic world. We recently put that question to Hall of Famers Chrissy Everett and John McEnroe during an ESPN Zoom call. Johnny Mac says he supports a simple solution, and that's total unity in tennis. Merge the ATP and the WTA into one combined tour. Mac says tennis has to make this move within the next 5 years to stake its place as a sports innovator and spark growth in a crowded global market. He says if tennis wants to show something different to the world, it must have the men and women play in the same events. Even now, he says tennis is the only sport that does that to some degree, and it's headed there, but some people, it seems, don't like the idea. However, McEnroe says merging the two tours is an opportunity to sort of be ahead of the curve. And while Chrissy Everett does support that strategy, she sees a major stumbling block, and that is prize money. Chrissy says women likely won't approve a merger without equal prize money, which they get at the slams, but not at all tour events. And she thinks equal pay could be a sticking point with some of the top men. She says a lot of things have to get worked out in the process, and she believes there are some top male players that just don't want it to happen. But Johnny Mac is much more bullish on a merger. He thinks if the tours do merge, they will have equal prize money. Now, you may wonder why the ATP, which generates a lot more revenue than the WTA, would agree to a merger when it already has the economic advantage. Well, ATP Chairman Andrea Gaudenzi says that strength and stability for the sport will come through unity. In an interview that he did with Global Sports Week Paris, Gaudenzi proposes the ATP, the WTA, and the Grand Slams all unite, consolidate digital rights, and create what he calls a unique governing body for the entire sport.
So a lot of the time is spent into conflicts between tournaments and players and between the various governing bodies. Well, I think we should try to work united and try to form a unique governing body for the entire sport, because we can definitely deliver a better experience to our fans, which love our sport. And our sport, I think, has a huge opportunity because we have a strong product, men and women, and it's quite unique. Other sports don't have that. Our audience is split men and women, almost 50-50, which is also a unique selling point. And we are global. We have a lot of volumes in terms of matches. So we are sort of perfect for the new digital era and the new digital distribution.
It is an ambitious agenda. There is a lot of complexity, including different tour rules that make a true merger pretty challenging. But Gaudenzi argues that putting fans first is the best way to grow the sport, and a true tour partnership is the only way forward. Currently, he says tennis fans have what he calls pain points because we often have to pay fees to lots of different cable and digital companies just to follow our sport throughout the season. He says if tennis is going to tap into its global growth potential, then it has to be more accessible for fans, and that's why he is advocating unity. Johnny Mac agrees and says it needs to happen in the next 5 years. Chris Everett says she thinks it's a terrific idea in theory, but she thinks it's going to be tough to pull off, especially because of the issue of prize money. So we're going to throw it to you. Do you support a merger? Sound off in the comment section and let us know why you do or your reasons against a merger. We'll take an informal poll and let you know the results. I'm Grace Carter. Thanks for watching Tennis Now TV, and we'll see you next time.